box today. We'll submit the question during the session, and of course, if there are any questions that we won't have time to talk about today, we're going to collect them, and that will be able to answer them as soon as possible for each of you who would like to get those answers. So let's get started with our first speaker today, with Arturo Bottoni. So first of all, I'm going to introduce Arturo to you. Arturo is born in Uruguay. He grew up in Brazil. For almost 20 years, he has been working with export and import, going through different sectors, which gave him a broad view of the market, including logistics, customs clearance, managing export and import operations in an industry, and within an industrial representative entity. Since 2017, he has been in the head of exteriors, where he had taught hundreds of entrepreneurs from all over Brazil, from several markets, to segments to export side. Arturo has been successful in export outsourcing, international business development, and global business advisory. He has a master's degree in business administration, focused in a company's internationalization. Arturo is also a member of advisory board of Global Chamber Joinville. So Arturo, the floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Phil. Hello for everybody. It's a pleasure to be here and talk with you a little bit about the CNA and all the agriculture system in Brazil. First, we will show you a short video about the Confederation, then we talk about it. Phil, can you confirm that you're seeing the screen? And Phil, it's okay?
Go ahead.
Ok, thank you.
O sistema CNA representa mais de 2 milhões de produtores rurais em todo o país. É formado pela Confederação da Agricultura e Pecuária do Brasil, Serviço Nacional de Aprendizagem Rural, Senar, e Instituto CNA. A representatividade vem das 27 federações nos estados e dos quase 2.000 sindicatos rurais nos municípios. Os sindicatos elegem as diretorias das federações e as federações elegem a diretoria da confederação. Na CNA, em Brasília, o foco é a defesa do produtor rural. A diretoria desenvolve ações e projetos para que o homem do campo possa produzir mais, com qualidade e de forma sustentável. E tem o apoio de uma estrutura de técnicos de alto nível, especializados nos diversos temas do agro. Mas o trabalho do sistema vai muito além. Contribui para o crescimento do setor com educação e assistência técnica. Essa é a missão do Senar, que também está presente em todo o país e já atendeu mais de 75 milhões de brasileiros. Em sintonia com o produtor, oferece cursos de formação profissional, atividades de promoção social, ensino técnico de nível médio, presencial e à distância. E ainda desenvolve um modelo inovador de assistência técnica e gerencial, importante para que o Brasil vença o desafio das mudanças climáticas. O sistema CNA-Senar se complementa com o Instituto CNA, que realiza estudos, pesquisas e projetos para facilitar a vida do produtor. É o caso do Observatório da Criminalidade no Campo e da Plataforma de Qualidade CNA, parceria com a Embrapa e as associações de raças bovinas. O sistema CNA-Senar mantém ainda a Faculdade CNA, que forma profissionais em graduação e pós-graduação para atuar na agricultura e na pecuária. Produzir alimentos de qualidade, gerar emprego e renda. Ao trabalhar pelo agro, o sistema CNA-Senar reafirma seu compromisso com o Brasil.
Perfect. Now we're going to show you presentation. So I just show you a video about CNA, and so I'll talk about their actions, defending the producers in Brazil. And now I'd like to show you some numbers about the export and foreign trade of the agribusiness sector in Brazil. As you can see, this year we almost reached $73 billion in export, what is represent almost 20% of increase. Here I show you the main products that we export in July and grow in the year. So you can see our main products for export are grains like soybeans and their variations, meat, and the several of bovine, chicken, and swine, orange juice, paper. You have several products. The main products that we already export, and the Brazil is known in foreign countries. One of the challenges that also Phil asked me to show you was we had a big challenge here. As you saw, that the first group planted usually soy, and we have to have a second group to hide the production in the same area planted. So maize is one of the crop that is used to this second culture. And that's a great challenge that the agriculture have in here, to have the second crop. Now I'd like to talk about the program that I work for CNA, this AgroBR. It's a project developed last year, will be the next year also. It's where we help the Brazilian rural entrepreneurs in export. We do that by training, by organization, business meetings, marketing, interaction tools that all help the producers to gain international markets. But we don't focus in this product we already export, that is grain like soybeans and meat. We focus in other sectors that we believe that Brazil has the potential of growing up and show their products to the world, like dairy, flowers, vegetables, fishing, aquaculture, beekeeping, fruits, coffee, and several others like pecan, like mate, as the other speaking Julia will talk about. And for that, we already developed a website. The website is agrobr.org, where we show the products of the participants that are ready for export. So the buyers only can enter in the website and search using the name of the product or the HS code to search for, and you see the list of the producers that are ready for export. Here I show you, like our colleague here, Julia will present. Inovamate is one of the participants of the project. And here we have the look like the page of the company in this website. Finally, I like to show you the communication that CNA have with foreigners. Is the Brazilian farmers website and their social media pages like Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, where CNA shows the information and where you can also find and search information about all the agriculture and sectors in Brazil, our difference, and all the production, everything you can find interest. Okay, Well, this is a short presentation. I hope you find it interesting and find it interesting also search for suppliers in our AgroBR's website. And I leave here my contacts also. So if you have any question, I'll be glad to answer and contact. Okay. Thank you very much, Phil.
Thank you very much, Arturo. So now we're going to have a session of questions and answers. Should you have any question, please write it in the chat box. So we can maybe start with a question that we have here related to CNA. Can you tell me, Arturo, if CNA is a government entity?
Sure, no, I can say no. CNA has an excellent relationship with the government, but is a entity maintained by the producers, by the agricultures, the rural entrepreneurs that keep CNA, and they have this structure that CNA, under the CNA, they have the federation on each of the 27 states. And all this system is kept by the agriculture and producers of Brazil. It's not government, but we also have an excellent relationship with all the ministers that have relation with agriculture, but it's not government.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Maybe another question. Where could we get more information about Brazilian agribusiness industry?
Excellent question. Just so you, Brazilian Farmers is the channel, the main channel we have to talk with foreigners. So all the information that you have in Brazilian Farmers website and social media are in English, so it will be very easy to find any information. And also, if you have my contact numbers, I will be very happy to help you about it.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much, Arturo.
You're welcome.
So if we don't have any other question, we're going to go to the next part. So we're going to have now Julia Maya Citolin. She's with Innovamat. She's the managing partner of Innovamat. So let me introduce you to Julia, first of all. She was born in Rio de Janeiro, and she's a partner at Innovamat, which is actually a family company that produces teas for more yerba mate, made from yerba mate in Ilópolis, Rio Grande do Sul, so the south of Brazil. She's a student of the 6th semester of law at the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul, which is a professional qualification, which we're going to help her, of course, leading the company. She's in charge right now of the international expansion of Innovamat, also spreading the message about the company's actions related to the socio-environmental and cultural aspects of yerba mate. Since 2017, she's been a volunteer and president of the Elio Club Ilópolis institution, where she's been engaging in causes to help her community. So, Julia, thank you very much for being with us today. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Phil. Hi, everyone. My name is Julia. I'm going to share my screen first. Just a second. Are you guys seeing?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Julia, and I'll be presenting Innovamat. Innovamat was founded by Ariana and her husband, Clovis, in 2016. What is Innovamat? Innovamat is a company that makes erva mate teas. It started in 2016 in Ilópolis. It's important for me to say it was founded in Ilópolis because Ilópolis is a small city in Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, that is the most producer of erva mate in the state. The erva mate has a meaningful it's meaningful to our economy and to our tourism and to our culture. But you might be thinking, what is erva mate? Erva mate is a plant, it's a native plant of the Atlantic forest of Brazil. It's a product of our biodiversity. And it's a plant that has a lot of benefits to body and to health. Uh, it has more than 200 benefits, include tubermin, caffeine, chlorogenic acid, and I am not a chemistry, so I can't tell exactly what the benefits of each one does, but research has been done by people specialized in chemistry that research these benefits that erva mate brings to our body. And these are a few of the compounds included in the teas, in the erva mate. So why teas, right? In erva mate, if you take the Innova, the Innova, you make a connection with the word innovation, that it's similar to the Portuguese word called that we call inovação. So we wanted to innovate the use of erva mate. In Lópolis, there's a traditional drink called chimarrão. But chimarrão, it's very cultural, it's in the south of Brazil. And we wanted to innovate, we wanted to other people, we wanted to Brazil and to the world to know erva mate through the teas, because the teas is known for ages. And the tea itself, it brings us benefits to our body. And we wanted to join the tea and the erva mate. We mix it together to bring this product that you are seeing here. We wanted to show the world a way to taste erva mate alongside a product originated by other regions of Brazil. So we have erva mate in this line you're seeing in screen. It's one of our lines, right? And it's erva mate teas with products of the 5 regions of Brazil. We want to mix this, to make the blends, and to people all over the world to taste the flavor of erva mate. So to do our product, to do the teas, to do the blends, we go back to the start of all of this, in the field, in the soil, in the land. And this where all started. Clovis Roman, one of the founders of Innova Mate, he is also a farmer. He produces, he has a plantation of erva mate. And in this plantation, Innova Mate takes the raw material we use in our product, right? And we do partnerships with universities to bring more research, to bring more science. We are worried about good habits in the field, and we bring this not only to Clovis Roman and his plantation, but to all the farmers that plant erva mate. We want to bring these good habits to keep sustainable, to keep as natural as possible the erva mate habits. So we also want to keep their farmers in the field to learn about the culture. We want the children to know about erva mate, like I am talking right now about erva mate. because erva mate can bring jobs, can bring money to people, and it's a very, very culture process. But of course, we're not only worried about the science or the research. We are also worried about the history of the teas. We are also worried about the geography. We are worried about, concerned about the native people that started with this culture, and we bring all of this to our product that starts in the field and that has all this process to get to the final product that is the erva mate teas. So we want to bring the erva mate to the world. We want to bring the erva mate teas to the world because we are concerned not about selling a product, but also about a health, to offer a health lifestyle to our clients. We want this, we want sustainability, we want things as natural as it can get, and we want a healthy lifestyle because people are looking for it. So thank you and Phil.
Thank you very much, Julia, for your excellent presentation, and we have this insight about Innovamats. Maybe we can take some questions. If anyone has a question to ask in the chat box, please feel free to do that. In the meantime, we're going to have a couple of questions that I would like to ask you, Julia. One is about the expansion that Innovamats looks at in the future. So what is your plan over the next, maybe the next 3 years or so? What do you think you're going to do in national markets?
We plan to present the Brazilian erva mate to people. We wanted to know the markets and to offer the benefits that erva mate can bring to people, and that's our plan, to people to know erva mate and all the benefits it has.
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you very much for this. Let's get to the next topic now. Thank you very much, Julia, once again for your participation.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you. So we're going to have our next speaker, who is Luciano Lago. So Luciano Lago is going to talk about leche pale nutrition animal. Let me first of all introduce you to Luciano. So Luciano is from Minas Gerais. Is animal science and feed mill consultant with leche pale. Is from Minas Gerais, which is a state in the central region of Brazil. A traditional and large dairy production in the country. We know this, it's a very rich region. Luciano is graduated in animal science by the university, the Federal University of Viçosa, Minas Gerais. He's a postgraduate in ruminant production by the University of São Paulo. He's worked in the past with large companies such as Nestlé, which is a dairy company, Cargill, animal nutrition, Prodap also. Since 2017, he's worked as a feed mill consultant for a factory design, product development, and nutrition training. In 2018, he began with a project for the new leche pale factory. So, Luciano, the floor is yours now. Thank you very much for being with us. Please tell us more about leche pale.
Hi, Phil. Thanks. And good afternoon, people. And I share my screen. Wait a minute, please. Okay, you see the presentation?
Yes.
Good. HPL project is a big project in my career. I dedicate a lot of time for this company. One reason about this, I believe in these people. Independent of global economy, this company grow up and innovate every day because they are passionate about farming. This is, in my opinion, the most important you know about HPL. A company make farmers, not only business. This is food, this animal, this is a passion for produced food for peoples. Who is HPL? HPL is a farming cooperative for agriculture and livestock, specialized in cattle nutrition, corn, and soy productions. The common productions in the center of Minas Gerais. Localization in Pompeu City, in the heart of Minas Gerais, the same field said, the most important state for dairy production in Brazil. HPL is the center, this state, the most important in the dairy production, and another culture is the same: corn, soybean, poultry, and swine, and others. But they specialize in cattle, corn, and soy. About product lines, I like to say you the HPL productions: rations, concentrated, proteinated, minerals for dairy, beef, poultry, swine, and horses. The poultry, swine, and horses is a complement. The first line is the dairy and beef. These are also you know to grow up. The difference is how they create the productions. This is a principal difference for HPL productions. Because for creating another production, studied in academic and into the farms, evaluate better and cover cost and nutrition innovators in global community, selected the better and consistent solutions. HPL, about the makers, customers, it's a big factor in the Minas Gerais state. HPL in 2 states, Minas Gerais and Bahia, and 250 cities. Because this, the HPL is the feed mill factor present in more cities than another feed mill. Have a good distributions and represents around all the state. About the sales activity, the most important, the relationship with customers is based on trust. The traditional livestock in Brazil and animal nutrition business based more in the trust because they are near relationship. The nutrition in the livestock production is the most bigger cost. 16% of our costs in the farming is animal nutrition, because this is not only a business relationship, this is a relationship based in trust. Which produce? When does farm need more produce? Everything is defined by the sales team. Some customers have been present since the birth of HPL, and many farms grow up together HPL. If my client has more calls, I sell more. In truth, I have to help you have a better financial results. It's a simple relationship. If you have better result finance, you buy more than me and us grow up. The team have 42 sales and more than 20 partners, include stores and distribution centers. Some distributions started 1 truck per month. Today, many trucks are big stores and a lot of products. Another good aspect about HPL is customized technical access. This activity is associated to commercial activity technical assistance promotes the development of customers and production results in animal nutrition, animal health, and agriculture. The aim of Leitepel's growth based is technical assistance. This is the most important in this company. Every day, this guy make up 5 or 6 a.m., take your pickups and go to farms, work together farmers and make the results. Is a good people is an example for many companies in this segment in Brazil. Many companies in Brazil have technical assistance. It's not only Leitepel, but few do it consistently and are so dedicated to the producers. The Leitepel make this every day, every time in a lot of customers. About factory productions, today, us have 2 manufacturing units, animal nutrition for developing productions, animal feed and minerals. And another is a grain storage for receive, classification and storage corn and soy. The actual storage capacity is 120,000 sacks, not too much. But in March next year, the capacity will be double to 104,000 sacks. Started in the last month, this work. The factory for feeds produce per month 2,000 tons to minerals and 5,000 tons to feeds. The new feed mill.
Please wrap up, please.
What?
Could you please wrap up? We're getting to the end.
Sorry.
The
audio is not good.
Yeah. No, we have 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Okay.
So please wrap up.
Okay. Only about logistics and the Christmas. The final message I like to set to use is the Leitepel is not sales at dreams, only sales the work, and this are different for this company. And thank you, and I've got the questions.
Thank you so much, Luciano, for this excellent presentation and talk about what Leitepel and all the development of this company over the last years. We have a few questions maybe, so once again, if someone has a question, please write it down on the chat box and we'll ask to give it to Luciano. So in the meantime, let me ask you something about how much did Leitepel grow last year, so that we have an idea of the development, fast development of Leitepel.
Leitepel improved 2,000 tons more per month. This is around 60%, the grow up in 1 year, because the cost its productions change, and some factories than Leitepel have a good cost for car. These are very different in the business.
Okay, thank you so much. How does Leitepel innovate in animal nutrition today in Brazil?
This is a good question. Because these are based in this company is a very different for Leitepel. The relationship to university, study innovations, and select the better and prove nutrition solutions, and incorporate these in our productions. So the relationship then Leitepel and another university is a very different in the developed producer for this proposal, innovate in nutrition solutions.
Excellent. So do you think Leitepel would be keen to develop and expand their activities across the globe very shortly?
Yes. Us thinking about the Latin America, because the coast in Brazil is better, and Leitepel integrate the agriculture and livestock and animal nutrition, and take together agriculture, sales, the seeds, the insumes of plants, and transformation, the produces, the corn and soy, animal nutrition, because these have a good difference in cost, and it's possible to make to America Latina farmers. This plan in 5 years, I believe is Leitpel atuate in America Latina.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Luciano, for your participation as well. So now we go to our final panelist, and we're talking about Xavi Silva Garcia. Xavi is from Spain, Barcelona, exactly. So he's the CEO and co-founder of EMAV. He's an aeronautical engineer with a technical background in AI and remote sensing applications. Xavi is the CEO and also in charge of the business development of EMAV technology. He's leaded agro-industry line from the scientific area to a network of 35 operational and commercial centers in 15 different countries over the world, with more than 1 million has flown and processed in the last year. EMAV is a technology and artificial intelligence company who offers a digital monitoring tool for the agricultural sector through the layers system. So, Xavi, if you could please share with us what EMAV is and with the greater details. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks. First of all, thanks, Phil, to invite us. I'm Xavi, I'm CEO of EMAV. And today what I want to talk, it's about in 10 minutes or less, 7 minutes, is talking about how the artificial intelligence helps in the agro industry. And in concrete, we are going to talk about the Brazilian experience. So I'm going to present a little bit about us, which kind of company we are and which are our products or our technology better. Then I'm going to talk about the agri data that is available. So there are a lot of information that we could use. Then talk about what's behind the AI. I'm trying to explain really in a really simple way how we could apply that kind of technology. And then I'm going to explain 3 use cases to show how Brazil is using that technology. So first of all, talking about us, as Phil introduced us, we are a technological company. We are using AI models for growers, for the agriculture industry. We have processed more than 30 million hectares. And today, we achieved that after 10 years of history. We are a startup. We started in Spain, in Barcelona, but in 2016, we go to international market. And today, we are in 15 countries. And the biggest market that we are focused is in Brazil. Today, we are working with the biggest growers and the biggest industries. We are really focused on the sugarcane and sugar beet industry, and also with the grain industry, soybeans, corn, and cotton. That's why we are so focused on Brazil. And as I mentioned, we are using that technology for players with more than 100,000 hectares, and for not so big farmers, also with small and medium farmers, also these technologies could apply. Today, which are the bricks, which are these available data that exist. There are a lot of information for the growers. And what I want to explain is that this is available for everybody. Today, we could use information from satellites. They have different sensors, multispectral radars, thermal cameras. Also, we have drones in the fields, so the grower could fly their own drone and get data. Then there are information about the methodology, the climate. So there are weather stations for the farmers, or also worldwide providers. There are sensors in fields, IoT sensors. Also, there are the farmers and growers are taking a lab analytics with soil samples, with leaf samples. Also, there are a lot of app applications with the mobile to collect data. And for sure, all the historical information and the ERP systems that the growers are using to collect and to get information. So all this information is like a mess. So today there are too much indirect data. There are a lot of different viewer platforms. And what happens is that it's difficult and it's complicated to take decisions. To solve that, to help the growers and the industry, hopefully we have AI models, we have these artificial intelligence and these kind of tools that could take all this kind of information. They could eat all these different inputs and could translate it in something real, in something applicable and useful. So it's really complex to explain it in 7 minutes, so I'm not going to achieve that. But what I want to explain you is that today, with the technology that exists, we could, with APIs, collect data from satellites, from weather stations, from the users, from the growers, and we could translate it in using this kind of methodology of mathematical models. We could transfer all this information to estimations. And for example, what I'm showing here is what is the final figure that a mathematical model could achieve. So we are not seeing about the temperatures, about the vigors, about the production. We could have a estimation, a graphic to make this prediction about what is going to happen. For example, this is a sugarcane in Brazil example that we could creating for per user, and we could predict what is going to be the final production of a field or the final sugar quantity of their fields. So this is, for example, this is an example per field. So using this kind of technology, at the end, what we are doing is we are doing different models. We are helping for the irrigation systems. We are helping for the nutrition. We are helping for the yield estimations, from the quality estimations, and there's a lot of different more things that it's possible to evolve. And an example of that in a simple use case are those that I'm going to explain. For example, here is an example that we could use. We could make a potential production areas estimations. So a new farmer that is going to grow and they want to buy new areas, they could make a pre-analysis of the fields to select which are the most suitable for them. So they are using this kind of data and these models to buy the best areas possible and not be wrong, so and not have mistakes. So this is one of the things that they are using today. So they are making this before to buy an area, trying to get information and to know if it has a big potential or not. Another thing that they are doing with these artificial intelligence models, it's for the hybrids, for the hybrids. So one of the things that they need to select and to choose is which is the best variety for my field. So helping with this kind of technology, we could say to them which is the best hybrid by their conditions for the soil that they have and for the climatology and for the weather. So thanks of this of this kind of models, they could choose better, so they could be more efficient because they are choosing the variety that it's more suitable for them. Or another example that it's really easy to understand is that what we are doing, it's also helping them to make the annual budgets and the forecasting. One of the most important things for a big grower or for a grower is to predict what is going to happen and which is going to be the budget of the year, because everything that they are going to do for the cost that they need to put in the field is related of which is going to be the earnings of that field. So thanks to this kind of technology, we can make a better predictions with a really low error, and it is helpful for them. So really fast, but I think that enough.
Thank you very much. We have an excellent presentation from Xavi, and that gives us an overview. Of course, it's a lot of information, but I think you have a very great overview of what EMAV is proposing in terms of artificial intelligence. If we have some questions, once again, please feel free to put in the chat box. I'm going to have a couple of questions for you, Xavi, if you may. Could you please let us know is agriculture industry is prepared to take advantage of the data? So that was
yes, definitely yes. Today, yeah, as I mentioned, there are agricultural data for everybody. So the only thing that they need to do is to put in practice the data, to have a team dedicated to apply this kind of information in a real way. But today, everybody has enough data to apply it in a real cases.
Okay, getting further into this this type of model, how much historical information is necessary to have to generate a predictive model?
Yeah, so normally what we are doing with our users is that we are putting in the models 2 to 6 years of historical information to make these forecastings. And the important thing is that we have enough data, real data, to train the models. So normally what we need at least is 1,000 data to train the models.
Okay, thank you.
Not too much.
And I would have a final question for you, Xavi. What do you think is the biggest impact that companies are getting from using your technology or technologies as yours?
Yes. At the end, as I mentioned, when they have teams dedicated to that, and they spend time to analyze this data and to put in practice, they could check a lot and they could bring a lot of impact in their business. For example, I have one example from 1 month ago, that one of our sugar companies that we are helping, they are changing the windows of collections to get more sugar. And in the last, for example, in August, they increased their production of sugar 10%, only doing that, only changing the way that they are collecting. So the key point to take profit is this: to have a team to apply this technology in a real way.
Thank you very much, Xavi. So we have a few minutes, and I would like to first of all thank you for your presentations. And before we wrap up, I would like to say a few words about Global Chamber for those of our viewers that don't know us very well. So I'm Phil Dizan. I'm an executive director of Global Chamber Joinville, southern Brazil. And we are going to talk about Global Chamber, what we do today. We are an international chamber of commerce who helps its members engage in cross-metro and cross-border trade and investments everywhere and in every segment across 525 metro areas. In addition to providing a robust global networking platform and connecting members to new business opportunities and contacts worldwide, Global Chamber routinely hosts events like we do today, and provides members with exceptional guidance, warm connections, advisory service, market insights, educational seminars, career advancements and development opportunities, and more than this. So if you'd like to have more information about Global Chamber, you can access our website, which is www.globalchamber.org. And you can also send us an email if you want. So I'm going to give you the email that we have for Global Chamber Joinville Southern Brazil. So it's joi@globalchamber.org. So thank you very much once again. We're now getting to the end of this webinar, Agribusiness in Brazil, Challenges and Opportunities. As I hope that you enjoyed this webinar, and with the valuable information that were given by our panelists. So it was a pleasure to organize this event on behalf of the Global Chamber. And many thanks again to all our participants today. So I would like to thank obviously Arturo, Julia, Luciano, and Xavi for their brilliant presentations. Special thanks as well to Duke Brunke and Cesar Trabanco with Global Chamber, who help us and support us every day for the work that we're trying to do all together as a global tribe. So thanks a lot again. I hope I will see you again very soon. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, thank you.